Hi everybody. Today we are going over our internet.
Just an itty bitty ditty about a couple on the road, driving in Harvey, pulling a toad. No place special to roam, not looking for a home. Won't you come along with us? We are RPlaceTravels.
Today we are going over our internet. People have been asking what we do. We've been on the road for 2 years now, almost 2 years, and we try to keep it very simple. We use 2 hotspots, and I will show you what we use. The first thing that we ended up getting is the Verizon Jetpack. It's this one here, and I actually went into Verizon and said I needed a hotspot, which is probably one of the worst things that you can do. They told me that we can buy it for $250, or we can get a 2-year contract, and we would get the pack free and just pay monthly payments. And I think it was $80 when we first got it, and we got 15 gigs, which is nothing. We go through anywhere between 250 to 300 gigs a month. And so we had this hotspot that we kind of figured out it was kind of worthless, and we paid it for 2 years. And probably about 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, I called and said, okay, our contract's up. I think I'm just going to get it turned off, and that it's just kind of useless and that. And they said, well, if you pay $10 more, we'll give you 100 gigs. And I thought, oh, that's better. Where has this been? So it's a new thing. So you have to figure out how much internet you use and what hotspots will be good for you. So this one now, we pay about $90 and we get 100 gigs on this one. And it is 2023. So yeah, if you watch this later, it may be a whole different price and how many gigs that you get. So, and you want to get as many gigs that you can. So we use this one when Verizon is the best, and then we ended up doing some research, which we probably should have done in the beginning, and we found the Mobile Internet Resource Center. They had so much information about all kinds of internet and how to use it, being on the road. They have RVs and boats. They have it all down. So we ended up getting a year subscription with them, and we went through all the internet stuff, and we ended up using it's called Neverthrottled. So this time we chose the Netgear Nighthawk. So that's in addition to our Jetpack. So the Netgear we use all the time. I think they call it a legacy plan. It's through Neverthrottled. We have unlimited, and it's truly unlimited. Our Verizon Jetpack, it has the 100 gigs on it. After that, then they throttle it. Even though that they say that it is unlimited, it's not unlimited. You use your 100 gigs. They probably should never say that. You use your 100 gigs, and then they throttle it after that. So then we ended up getting the Netgear. I think it's $120 a month, but it's never throttled, so it's unlimited. We ended up finding them through the Mobile Internet Resource Center. We actually ended up getting a membership through them, and we did it for a whole year, and we really learned a lot about internet. Let me tell you a little bit about the Netgear. It is probably the one that we use the most. One reason is because it's never throttled and we just keep on using it. But we have to use it with AT&T. That's the carrier. The thing is that it works. When you plug it in, it works without a battery. which is wonderful. So we ended up getting more batteries because the first set of batteries, actually, they got hot and they get fat and they don't work. You don't want your hot spots getting hot. You really have to watch them. So that's why we really like this. You take the back off. If you're not plugged in, say you're boondocking, and that you put the battery in. Let me see here. You end up putting the battery in, and then you have to watch it. If it gets too hot, it will, basically they call them exploding. It will explode, and you don't want that. So it is really easy. You just, we get packets of 2. This is just the second one that we have. We had our first, just our single one, and this is our second pack. So if it goes bad, I know I can get more batteries, but I like that I can use this. Let me put this back on. There we go. I know I can use this when we're plugged in. I plug it in. I don't have to worry about batteries or anything in that. So that is one of my favorite ones because it's just unlimited. Now, the Verizon, the battery is inside of this. So we really have to keep an eye on it. When it gets hot or when it's just been plugged in too long, it will actually say it's overheating and that. So you have to unplug it and keep a good eye out for it. And it's not too bad because you can only use 100 gigs on here. So it's not too hard to keep an eye on it because you're always watching it to see if you're getting close to the end of it if you use it. So this one is Verizon and this one is AT&T. So we have 2 different ones. There are a lot of times that we go into places that only one of them will work. So, but if this one only works, we only have 100 gigs and that's it. Then it's throttled and you have to kind of watch out for that. The other thing that we use to actually boost what we have, and these really work well. We really haven't had too much problems of finding places that if we don't have internet, they don't work. I mean, if we don't have a tower somewhere for AT&T or for Verizon, then it just doesn't work. And we've been in places that T-Mobile was the main one, and we just didn't have internet. But the thing that we use that boosts it, this is called the Netgear antenna, and it is amazing. I can use them for both of them. In the bottom of the AT&T one, the Netgear, there's these kind of flip down. They don't fit in very well, but they work. So you just kind of slide them in there. You put this in the window, and it gives you 2 or 3 more bars. So on my phone, I have the Opensignal, and I just press it. It gives me things to test, and the one thing I'm looking for is what direction that the towers are. So that helps me find where to put the antenna. So if they're coming from the front of the RV, it goes in the front, or one of the sides. They just kind of stick on the windows, and then we've got internet. The thing that I really like about it is that it really boosts whatever hotspot that we're using. Oh, here, I wanted to show you this one. Now, this the Verizon Jetpack, it actually had 2 little covers, and I don't even know if I have the covers anymore, but we actually had to take a little knife and pop them out. They just did not want to come out, and most people don't realize that they have these little holes in the bottom because they're in there so much. So yeah, this one just kind of goes in also, You just have to make sure that your hotspots don't end up in the sun, because it'll just make them hot and you won't be able to use them. So even though that we use the antenna in the window, it doesn't matter. It can get as hot as it wants in that. So we just have to make sure that the hotspot itself ends up in the shade, or it will really play havoc with the batteries. So you just have to be very careful with it. So you kind of use them just like you do your internet. You find it on your phone or on anything that you're using, your TV and that, and you find the name of the hotspot, and then you put your password in, and that everybody knows how to use those. And so the other thing is that they have to be plugged in. And so I'm not sure. I think this is the Verizon one. So we just use the one. We plug it in, and we can use them for both. They actually work for both. They charge both of them. We've never had any problem with it. So we plug in our hotspots, or we use the battery, and also we use the antenna on them. So everything that we have here is I'll put that down in the description. I have everything on Amazon. I found everything. Most of the time we order our batteries on Amazon. I ordered the antenna on Amazon. I ordered the Netgear on Amazon. The only one that I did not get was the Verizon Jetpack. I did not get that on Amazon, but I did find it on Amazon, because I would suggest not going through Verizon and buying it that way. I would buy it outright instead of doing a contract with it and being stuck with it for 2 years, because I think that it was not a good purchase that way. So I would suggest to you to buy it outright, turn it on, turn it off if you're not using it, which you can, and that. So which is nice. If you go through Verizon, you might be able to find another company. I really would suggest going to the Mobile Internet Resource Center. You can find it on YouTube. You can find them on their website. I'll leave a link for that also down in the description. I'll try to put everything there so that you can find all the information. I'll also put down the website for the Neverthrottled that we use. I think that's it. So I just want to say the AT&T we use the most, not because it's just unlimited, but we have found that AT&T has covered more than Verizon in that. So we're really glad that this one is our main one, and it is unlimited because we use it the most. Our Verizon, I'm really glad that we have it. Probably the way that we use our internet, we probably should go get a T-Mobile so that we're covered for anywhere that we're at. But this has been really good. We've been on the road for almost 2 years. I think we've really been able to use the internet wherever we've gone, except for places like Death Valley and some parts of South Dakota. We haven't been able to get any internet at all. So, but if there's towers in that, I think this has been a good way. It has been inexpensive. We have checked out some of the other internet options. And for us right now, I think that this is great. We actually have enough that we need. I'm glad that we have something, because I don't know what we would do trying to do it on our phones. A lot of people try it just doing their phones when they first start. I think we only both have 15 gigs, and that wouldn't help anywhere in that. So I think being on the road for so long, the only thing that I probably try maybe in the future is the Starlink. I think when we were out west, I think that would have been a really good option. But right now, we're just trying to make some money while we're on the road. My goal is to pay for gasoline right now. Just with our little YouTube channel and stuff, maybe if we start making some money, we might change up a little bit. But right now, this is what we have. We're very happy with it. If you have any questions or anything, just put them in the comments down below. And we will see you on our next video. Thanks for joining us. If I've missed anything, I will make sure that I put it down below. And just let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye.